There are two school of thoughts. One school of thought says that examine the abdomen and do the periphery. This is our FCPS Pakistan pattern. And the MRCP pattern there start from periphery. Start from periphery and go to abdomen. Same is the case with the CVS. Examine the precordium and then do the periphery. I will do the periphery first and then come to the pericardium, precordium. Okay? So we will do the abdominal examination first, then we will do the periphery. Before starting abdominal examination and GIT examination, I would like to tell you about bedside ethics and bedside techniques. It's very important for you, for each and every professional person. If you don't know ethics, so you are not, you have no power to check the patient, to come to the patient. Because you have to observe and you have to practice the ethics. There must be some appreciable difference between you and other people. Other people mean like male nurse and female nurse and paramedic. So it should be visibly, there should be visibly difference. How? By handling the patient, by talking to the patient. It should be all polished, should be all under the ethics. If you follow the ethics, you learn the ethics and you practice your ethics, so it will help you in history-taking and examination. Remember this thing, that your history is very important. Up to 60% diagnosis you can make from history. History is basically its foundation. If your foundation is weak, you can't build upon a weak foundation. So your foundation should be strong. And most of the students, they have very weak history. Previous batch, बहुत very मैं लैंग्वेज ले रहा था 4-5-6 बंदों से पहले दिए, कोई स्टफ उसमें होता ही नहीं है. There is no stuff in history. हिस्ट्री से कुछ एक्सट्रैक्ट करोगे फिर इससे, तो देन यू विल, वो आपका बेस बनेगा लैंग्वेज में. ठीक है. अगर आप इसका MRI करो, MRI होल एब्डोमेन में करो, पेट स्कैन भी करो, ठीक है, आपने बेसिक चीज नहीं पूछी होती है, तो आपसे जो पूछा जाएगा वो बेसिक चीजें पूछती है. आप इसका तैयारी नहीं करते हो और इसको फ्लोरोस्कोपी करते हो, उसके पेट स्कैन करते हो, डीआरई नहीं किया, तो आपकी पकड़ जो होगी वो डीआरई पे होगी, MRI पेट स्कैन पे नहीं होगा, इसके सीटी टेस्ट पे नहीं होगा. अगर आप सीटी टेस्ट करो वो इसका स्पिरिटी रेट काउंट ना करो, स्पिरिटी रेट आपने काउंट किया नहीं है और आप ऊपर से देखे सीटी टेस्ट की बात है, तो इट्स criminal. So one should not miss the basics. There's some basic physiology, some things which will not give you a diagnosis, but it will tell you about the physiology. And you should know the physiology of a person. When you are treating a person, while you are treating a person, he or she came to you for treatment. So you must know about his physiology as well. You don't know physiology, so you can't treat the patient. So coming to the subject, before coming to the subject, I would like to tell you that always don't be casual, always be formal with the patient and come to the patient on the right side always. Introduce yourself and ask to the patient. Give information to the patient that what you are doing. Introduce yourself and give information. Formally inform your patient that I am going to examine you, I am going to do a procedure on you, and he become cooperative with you. How? You just give impression that you are not in a hurry, you are equal to him, set equal to the patient. And give impression that I am interested in your diagnosis. I want to treat you and I am interested in your diagnosis. So the patient are not concerned with your academic. He is concerned with his or her disease. her or his treatment. Okay? So give impression to the patient. If the patient is not cooperative, you believe that this is your discredit. This is not the patient, this is your discredit. If examiner will discredit you, if patient is not cooperative. This is I'm talking about the PG level. Undergraduate, you may some examiner forgive you. If patient is not cooperative, they may forgive you. But at PG level, they will never forgive you. Even they can fail you, and this being discredited that the patient is not cooperative with you. Okay? So, take consent, introduce yourself, and secrecy of the patient should be intact. Either male or female. Male has got his own secrecy, as female has got own secrecy. It doesn't mean that you are not to examine genitalia. You have to examine each and everything of the patient which you are supposed to do. But there are ways to do it. There are ways to do it. If you are male patient and you are asked in examination that examine this female patient, never ever touch a female patient without having a female attendant with you or a nurse with you. If you are asked in examination, ask straight away ask the examiner that I would like to have attendant, female attendant or nurse, and properly screen your patient. If suppose you are examining this patient and you uncover the patient belly and in front of so many people you are examining, put yourself in his place. What will be your feeling? What will be your feeling? You will feel embarrassed, of course. So make the patient easy position, and secrecy of the patient should be not compromised. So you just position the patient, proper position, and important for the examination point of view. Proper position examination for the examination point of view, and ethically as well. So ethically, when you are exposing the patient, you just screen the patient and you ask the patient that I am going to examine your abdomen. And it will in turn give me some clue towards your diagnosis. So this way you start your examination. Okay? This should be proper, you should follow the proper protocol. That's why I'm stressing upon this. The protocol is very important. That when you are preparing an examination and you are doing it in front of any examiner and you follow the protocol, it will give a good impression on patient attendant and the patient examiner as well. So you will have a good impression. And this will, what I told you in start, that this will differentiate you. One thing which I always said that there must be difference. There's a difference between a practical doctor and doctor. So you should be a practical. And there's a competent doctor. There are too many doctors to do per year. Private colleges, they help us. Okay? But there's very few competent doctors and few practical doctors. There's no other thing. We are still lacking competent and practical doctors. You are getting my point, Anna? Yeah. So these are a few words just about ethics. So starting abdominal examination, the proper position of the abdominal should be flat. It should be lying flat. If the patient is lying in this position, it's not appropriate position for GIT examination. So in PG level, if you start examining in this patient, in this position, you will fail you. Okay? So proper positioning is important. Okay? Then exposure is important. Proper exposure, proper position. Okay? Now I'm going to start the examination. Look at me how I will start the examination. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम डॉक्टर गुल है। ये सारे डॉक्टर्स हैं। मैं आपको पेट का मुआयना करूँगा, कोई तकलीफ आपको नहीं। सारे डॉक्टर खड़े थे, मसला नहीं है। अब अगर मैं नीचे करूँ तो सांस में तकलीफ तो नहीं होगी ना? थोड़ा सा इस तरह नीचे कर सकता हूँ? अच्छा इधर है आप बैठ हम कर लेंगे। इसलिए हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा?